How's it going, guys? We are back on another video here, and this video is going to be going over where Hut went wrong this year and what I think they could do to fix some of the issues. So make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe if you're not already. Let's hop into the video right now. So the first thing that I want to talk about in this video is the holograms and the XFactor cards. And I guess you could even mix in the hat trick items here as well. All right, so let's start with the hologram cards first of all. Okay, so if you all know how expensive it really was to make these cards early on in the year, you know, it was a bag, as they say. It was a bag to make these cards, and you know, their highest, you know, overalls are essentially 94 right now, like for some of these players, right? Bobby Orr's up to 92, Albertson's at 91, Chelios is up to 94 because he got an MSP. But I think the best thing to really do to really kind of show you what I'm talking about is Jerome McGinley. He's the best example, right? So you can see Jerome McGinley right here at 94 overall. He's got 91 speed, 93 acceleration. He does have 93 speed with speed boost. So, I mean, that's, you know, that's at least helpful a little bit, right? Unstoppable force, point leader, go make snappy. They have the free abilities, right? That's amazing, right? I definitely understand. It's amazing, right? Shot's pretty elite. But here's the issue. I think Gordie Howe's even a better one. I'll show you guys as well. But Gordie Howe, 90 speed, 93 excel, 96 with acceleration boost, right? But if you look at these guys who just recently got Master Set player items, right? They just recently got Master Set player items here, and yeah, you know, they're a bit better, right? So as you can see here, a lot of these guys actually have hologram cards. Gordie Howe, his shot is essentially maxed. His speed is tremendously better, right? I mean, he has 95 speed. The acceleration's not really far off with the synergies included on the other one. Yeah, the free abilities aren't a thing, but I mean, realistically, guys, I mean, it's going to be a lot better. I mean, it's going to be a lot better, these MSPs. They just really are. And then the Jerome McGinley, I mean, it's also pretty much night and day, guys. I mean, his shot is maxed out, so you can't say his shot isn't good or anything like that. I mean, his skating is better as well on this card. His face-offs are better on this card, which, you know, I definitely understand where, you know, you might say, well, I don't care about face-offs, he's a winger. Yes, that's totally fine, but the bottom line is, I mean, it's a pretty significant difference here when it comes to this card. I mean, and that's a huge issue, right? And the cost to make those hologram cards and the lack of their consistent upgrades has kind of made them not feel as good. I mean, that's just reality. So then X Factors, guys, you know, they're another one, right? X Factors are another one. So kind of another thing that I did not like from this year is the fact that, for example, Connor McDavid, right? Connor McDavid, guys, when his Team of the Year comes out, you have to pay cards to actually trade this in. You didn't just want, you know, it wasn't a one-for-one trade in. It wasn't a, you get to keep both. No, you actually don't get to keep both. And my thing is this, it's free abilities on this card, and so it is, so is it on his Team of the Year and Team of the Season card. So, you know, it's not terrible in that aspect, but I just feel like it was kind of crazy how that was a trade-in. But my other issue with XFactor cards is the lack of their upgrades, realistically, guys. I mean, they just do not get a lot of upgrades. I mean, William Nylander had an unbelievable year, guys, and he's only a 91 overall. That leads me to believe that he's going to get an MSP soon here, or a very good card. But no Team of the Season for Nylander was shocking, right? I mean, I think we could all agree with that. And Nylander had a heck of a season. I mean, he really, really did. I mean, Nylander was legitimately, you know, when it comes to goals, I mean, he was top. You know, he was up there, Nylander. He had a lot of goals, you know, Nylander, which is, it's crazy. Nylander was second in the league in goals, and he's only a 91 overall. So it's strange how that works. And like I said, I mean, it's not just these cards, right? And I think the biggest one that is really a funny one for people to kind of understand. So if you look at the X Factors, guys, so you have the captains here. Crosby goes to 94. Makar goes to 94. Leon Draisaitl goes to 94. Connor Bedard goes to 93. Right? But the supercharged card, Barkov, goes to 93. So in theory, yes, I understand the free ability on this card. In theory, Crosby is pretty significantly better than Barkov. Because, I mean, he's higher overall. His stats are pretty much better. So, realistically, ask yourself this. Why would you probably, you know, why would you trade in the X-Factor captains here, right? Like, that's what I'm trying to say, for a card that's worse, in theory, right? Like, if you're making Barkov, think about it, guys. You're trading in Barkov. You're trading in 4 of these players when they're all higher overalls than Barkov, right? Yes, I understand you get 2 back, right? But it just feels a little bit weird and off to me. That's just my opinion on it. And again, I think what they could do is just make it where you get to keep all the captains. How about that? Or just the supercharged card should always be higher than the captains, right? Like, I don't know, make it something like where they're kind of significantly better. Because I think if you're going to pay that premium, that's how it should be, right? And like I said, I'm not here to bash EA. I'm just seeing what I think could potentially improve the game. Like, again, this is no hate towards EA. I'm just trying to, you know, maybe hopefully this is just some feedback that I can give them as well. Like I said, I'm just trying to be positive and just not be completely negative, right? Like, I'm just being honest in how I feel about the game, right? I will say as well, the wild card cards, you know, listen, those have potential. I wish they gave more hat-trick collectibles out. Another similar issue with that, though, with the hat-trick cards, is the fact that, yeah, I mean, cards like Shea Weber, who has an MSP card, you know, right now, yes, his overall is at 93, but it is significantly worse than his MSP card, right? And again, it's quite a bit of time to actually get this card to his max overall. And again, some of these cards are solid. Like Couture is not a bad card here at 93 overall. He's not. 95 or 99 face-offs with synergies as well. I mean, it's not a bad card, but I wish there was just ways to get more collectibles here. I feel like you should have been able to get one every day you logged in. You know, just stuff like that I think would have been pretty nice with that. But that's just my opinion on those. Another thing is just the content in general. I just feel like there is not a lot of content. So, you know, forget about the quality of content for a second. I just don't feel like we get enough cards. I just don't, right? So we got our MSPs on Friday, all right? We got all these cards, and yes, this is a lot of cards, obviously. I'm not going to tell you it's not a lot of cards. It is, but they're all alumni. What I think they could do is, right, so you have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you release 16 of these cards, right? How about you release 8 current players, 8 alumni players? That makes everyone happy, I think, personally. I have no problem with alumni getting cards. I mean, they're in the game, right? They should be used. Wild card. Yeah, so wild card is an interesting one. So these packs are kind of interesting. You know, I'm not going to completely hate on them, but I think the only issue, the issue with wild card is, if you guys remember during early access when wild card originally came out, there were sets, right? And when you complete a wild card, you got, I think, Wyatt Johnston's wild card. There's wild card sets where you could actually trade in the wild card players that you earned throughout your wild card path, and you were actually able to trade those in for the Wyatt Johnston bound card. And honestly, I'd have no problem if you were to tell me, guys, that, hey, Henreek, grind out wild card, right? And you are going to get a few cards that can be turned in to get one of these cards bound. Why not? You know, reward us for playing wild card. I think that'd be pretty sweet, personally. That's just how I feel about it, but I think it'd be a pretty cool idea to, you know, try to make wild card a bit better here. And honestly, the XP path, like, I know some people hate the XP path. I'm not gonna lie, I think that's like low-key like one of the least, you know, parts of like the issue. I think it's not actually in a horrible spot, the XP path. I mean, I'm glad they added more tiers. I wish it was still like endless tiers. That's my only, I guess, issue. And the only thing about the XP path, I think the overall should probably be a little bit higher for this time of year. That's the only other thing. But other than that, I don't really have a serious problem with the XP path as it sits right now, right? But so, yeah, I mean, I really wish there was a little bit more content. Champs, I mean, I will say this again, positive vibes. Champs, love the fact that there's Champs cards back. Each and every single week that we're working towards getting a top 100 card. Like, I love that. I think that's awesome. The only issue I have with that is the packs that come with these players, right? So I understand, yes, you're trying to kind of say like, hey, well, you're getting this 92, 93 overall, 94 overall player, right? I get it. So that's why they don't want to give it, you know, a lot of other packs, good packs with them. But I think if you kind of kept the collectible system from NHL 24 for Hut Champs, you know, and included these players as well, still a part of the reward, I think that'd be pretty good, right? Personally, that's just how I feel about it. I love the cards being back, I really do. But I just wish the packs were a little bit higher quality, especially later on in the year. Early on, okay, I can live with it, but later on in the year, I think packs should be just better in general. Obviously, we all can admit Rivals rewards and Squad Battles rewards being gone, it hurts. I mean, it just does. I know technically they are here in objectives, but these packs aren't really the greatest anymore. You know, they're just not. I mean, I feel like everyone misses their ultimate packs, their ultimate choice packs. I think we can all agree with that. So that's one thing I'd say as well. And really another thing I wanted to definitely mention as well is sets. I mean, sets, guys, I mean, it is a very bad state right now, sets. And what do I mean by that? Okay, so guys, the values of cards are in a bad spot. Okay, so what am I talking about exactly? So basically, guys, if we're looking at 87 plus, you know, those are the only cards that have technical value, right? 86 and below really have nothing, right? I mean, 87s have the same value essentially as 89s, right? And that's another problem. 88s and 89s, right? And even 90s, right? Because you need 91 pluses to make the MSP cards. What they could do, I think, honestly, I'm going to say it, and I know people complain about it over the years, but I would probably rather the format we had in previous years where, you know, you had your collectible sets, right? And go back to power-ups, honestly, because you want to do like this where, hey, I want to make Nugent Hopkins, right? I have tons of 80s, tons of 84s, tons of 85s. I should be able to use whatever overall I want to work towards making a Master Set player item. I shouldn't be told my 80 overalls have 0 value. My 86s have 0 value. I think that's very, very bad, personally. So I think they should try to address that, you know, for next year. But again, I'll get my praise as well. The collectible sets, I love these. I do. I think it's a great way to, you know, get other packs, you know, made, and I like it. I do, personally. I'm a fan of that. So, I mean, good on EA for that. I like these collectible sets, so definitely a fan of that. But yeah, there's a serious issue, guys, with the market. I mean, it's very, very bad right now. I don't think it's ever been this bad. And I know it's not really early in the year, but it's in a rough spot here, guys. I think we could really all admit that. The cards values they just are very, very poor. So, I mean, if you look at, for example, an 89 overall, right? An 89 overall right now, what are an 89 overall card going for right now? So, yeah, this is crazy. So 89s are going for essentially, let me just double check. Yeah, a low amount of coins. We're talking 10K and under, right? Yeah, we're talking like 9K, right? And what do 90s go for, right? What do 90s go for, all right? So we know they're on for like around 9K. What do 90s go for? 90s go for probably like 20K-ish, I'm guessing, right? Which, again, is... yeah, that's not good. You know what I mean? That's not a good thing. A 90 overall card should not have 18,000 coins of value. And it's hard to pull 90 overalls in our packs, you know, realistically. So the market needs to be fixed, in my opinion. And I think really the way to do that is try to make each card have significant value, right? Like that's your best way of getting 90s to be more valuable, again, is having, you know, any like 90 plus should still have value, right? And that's why I don't really like the whole, you know, once the new overalls come out, because like 91 pluses are going to be in the same category here at some point, right? Because when 92s are the cards required for the sets, then it's going to be they're not going to be worth it. 91s, they're going to also become kind of useless. So just things like that, I think, you know, really can make the game a lot better, personally. But yeah, I mean, it's just, again, I'm just trying to be honest here and hopefully improve the game and give feedback, and hopefully someone from EA watches this where, you know, again, I'm not trying to be toxic or critical. I'm just trying to be honest here and hopefully, you know, make the game better. I mean, hopefully my feedback can help. And Team of the Week, I mean, last thing about Team of the Week. Can we have more cards again? I really don't like the 6 cards a week, personally. I understand you're highlighting these specific players more so, but I think you should probably add more cards to the Team of the Week. But let me know what you guys think of this video and what I talked about. Do you agree with me? I mean, again, comment down below, and what do you want to see different about HUD, and what have you liked and what haven't you liked? I'm curious, so I can pass this information along to EA. If you guys did enjoy this video, if you did, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're not already, follow me on Twitch, Henreek. I'm live every single day, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and do get 3s, and I'll see you in the next video.